as he's trying to end birthright citizenship.
But this case before our highest court could have a much bigger impact than just birthright citizenship. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us now live from the Supreme Court. Good evening, Rachel.
Well, good evening, Mike and Eva. So legal experts I spoke with say that this case could potentially have an impact on how much power some of these lower level judges could have when it comes to issuing injunctions. That is essentially putting a ban on a policy or an executive order nationwide. Now, an attorney that I spoke with says that the president has a lot of power and influence on many members over in Congress here. But as far as the first line of defense, that's where the federal judges have stepped in. A group of protesters rallied outside the Supreme Court in favor of keeping birthright citizenship, which gives people American citizenship if they are born on U.S. soil. But within the first few days back in office, the president signed an executive order trying to ban birthright citizenship.
The Trump administration has been repeatedly targeting America's most vulnerable communities.
Attorneys we spoke with say this case is much bigger than birthright citizenship, but whether lower court judges can issue so-called nationwide or universal injunctions, essentially blocking an order from the president from being carried out. In this case, several lower court judges issued injunctions on the president's birthright citizenship executive order.
That's a judge's role, right, is to determine constitutionality in the federal context. A judge can determine how the 14th Amendment is applied, can determine the constitutionality of an executive order, can interpret law. So it is not inappropriate, but I think the concern is, what if we have a single judge in a single district for another issue that has another nationwide effect? But that is the nature of our federal court system.
Federal judges have become the frontline battle in everyone in elementary school learns about, the division of powers and the three parts of government. I mean, the staggering party control the president has exhibited since March in both the House and the Senate. The only one of the three branches that seems to be saying, no, you cannot do this. And one can think that's a good thing or a bad thing. The only one that's doing that right now is the judiciary. And as we all know, those orders are not self-executing. President Jackson famously said the Supreme Court issued its ruling. Now let them go and enforce it. And so if that is the frontline battle.
And Mike and Eva, we do expect the court to issue their ruling on this in the near future. Reporting live for Erie News Now, Rachel Knapp. Mike and Eva, back to you.
Rachel, thanks so much.